Hi, and welcome to the Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is January 7, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. And if you are a first-time visitor to my YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. I hope you like the content and you get a takeaway from it. I do the research so you don't have to. So without further ado, let's get right to the Reseller News. Okay, before I get started, I just wanted to share this information with you guys. I use this program called Fidelity Active Trader Pro, and what it does is it tracks stocks. You could set it up for charts, alerts, and you could also get options and do news and research on things of that nature. However, some of you may not be invested into stocks. I am not, if people are asking. No, at this time I'm not invested into stocks. However, being I do sell on eBay, I like to keep track of what, if the stock is going up and down. This is actually a live feed right now. As you can see here, if you look at where my mouse cursor is, the market will be open for another 35 minutes. Right now it is 3:25 over here in the East Coast of New York. And you can see over here, just to validate that, it's as of 3:22:45 p.m. Eastern Time. It's got the date here, January 7, 2020. So this is a live feed. If you look on some of the things here, some of the numbers, you will notice they will be changing. Okay, just like I said, this is a live feed. Some of you may be wondering, why am I showing this here? Well, if you are an eBay seller, or maybe you're thinking about buying stocks into eBay, I thought I'd share this information with you guys. Not everybody checks out the stocks, but I just thought it'd be something worth sharing. So, however, right now, as you can see, if you do follow some of the stock, in the stock market, the Dow Jones is not doing too good. Neither is the S&P. The Nasdaq seems like it's hanging in there, right? It's all green. Again, if you look at eBay to the far left here, it is the numbers do fluctuate consistently. You'll see right now it's $35.61 a share. And again, it went down. But you can see, like, again, this is a live feed. And the only reason why I'm showing this to you guys out there, in case anybody is thinking about maybe you might be interested in buying stocks into eBay. And if not, then I just thought I'd share it with you. All right. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to show you right now for this part here. But let's get right to the news. And we're going to go open up some windows over here. And for those who are new, okay, and if you are a new subscriber, or if you are a visitor for the first time, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you like to pick up where I left off. The next windows over here in green up here, as you can see, there's only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's going to be 6 windows with the same company, and it's called E-Commerce Bytes. So let me give you URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. And we're going to start with the first story. This one came out January 5th, 2020. eBay open to flexible sellers return policy. It goes on to say here, eBay is open to the concept of giving sellers greater flexibility in returns policies they can offer, which would be a major change from the one-size-fits-all policy to which sellers must currently adhere. News of the management's change is thinking came from the head of eBay Americas, Jordan Sweetman, in December. He was responding to a question on an Ask Me Anything AMA discussion board in the thread. Now, I just want to share one thing with you guys. The windows I'm going to show open up here on these different sites. First off, I have no affiliate links with them, so if you click them on, I am not going to get any compensation for them because I don't have any affiliate links with them. But I will say this: you need to go directly to the website itself, because they do have active hyperlinks in there. And as much as I could go down, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you could just pause the video and watch it, read it that way. But you're better off going directly to the URL, because you can see over here, these are active hyperlinks over here too. Now, we're not going to go to the discussion thread. I'm not going to read that there right now, discussion board. So we're not going to go to that. That's why I'm sharing this information with you right now. But anyway, let me pick up where I left off. So it says over here, he's responding to the question of an Ask Me Anything AMA discussion board in the thread about the claims, returns, and how eBay protects sellers from bad buyer behavior. A seller had referenced eBay's position that its current policy requiring sellers to offer a generous returns policy was industry standard. Okay, can you provide a couple of instances where an online known merchant given free 60-day returns and will pay for the return shipping without the buyer returning the items to the closest store. The seller asked, I have not been able to find one yet that gives free company paid shipping. All right, now I'm not going to read too much into this. Quite a bit to read here. All right, that's why I gave the URL, and I highly recommend you go and check it out itself, because at the bottom here you're going to read the comments, and the comments I feel are very important, because the reason why I say that, there are people that respond to these topics are buyers and sellers just like you and I. And sometimes they bring things out that you and I might not be aware of. So I highly recommend you go directly to the website and check it out for yourself, okay? Like I said again, I could scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and you could just pause the video and read it if you choose to do so. However, I still think it's best that you go directly to the website itself, okay? Now, I'm going to open up some other windows here, okay? I'm going to bump right out of this one here. And there's also 2 pages. That's another reason why you want to go, because there's another page here to read more comments, okay? So let's bump this on over here. Let's bump out of here. Let's go to the next one. This one came out January 2nd, 2020. eBay not backing down on managed payments or GTC, which is the good to cancel. Okay, we're going to go over here and check this out. It says an eBay executive indicated that the marketplace will not be backing down. On managed payments or the GTC mandate good to cancel, despite much pushback from sellers. Last week, Jordan Sweetman he addressed seller concerns about the 2 biggest changes to the site in 2019. In one post, on the eBay boards, Sweetman addressed a question from a seller on whether eBay would reconsider forcing all sellers to use managed payments, a policy that is being phased in over time. The seller cited eBay's technical glitches on this site, as well as reports that sellers enrolled in managed payments already have seen their funds held for weeks with no explanation. Now, I don't know about you guys. I am not happy with this here. If it becomes mandatory, that's not going to really be good. I don't really care for it. I'd rather use PayPal. I've been using them right from the get-go. However, if there are any of you out there using the new managed payment service that eBay is providing, I've been getting mixed emotions from it, and not mixed emotions, actually getting mixed feelings from other sellers saying that some like it and some don't. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are using this out there, but me, honestly, I'd rather stay with PayPal to be truthful. But it goes on to say over here, the last part I'm going to read. I'm not going to read all of this here. It goes on to say, I am happy with PayPal, the seller wrote. I do not want to switch. I get my payments immediately through PayPal. Will you reconsider forcing all the sellers to use managed payments? Now, again, like I said, I'm not going to read too much into this here. However, I will be reading this one later on. But for right now, again, if you guys want to check into it, if you got some, you want to find out a little more about it, you're definitely going to want to go to this website and read it. And like I said, again, they have, like I said, all these things in blue here, the wording, those are all active hyperlinks. And again, you're going to have the comments, as always, on e-commerce bites. They always post them below the topic that we're discussing at this time. All right, so I'm just going to scroll down really fast, and you guys, like I said again, you could always pause the video and you could read the comments. I really recommend you do, because like I said again, these people bring out good topics, good issues here. And you can see there's 3 pages here. Okay, so it's quite a bit of comments left by other buyers and sellers. All right, let's move right along to the next window here. This is an Etsy story. I think the next 2 are going to be Etsy. It says over here, Etsy, this one came out January 3rd, 2020. Etsy is experiencing a payment processing glitch. So for you Etsy sellers out there, you may want to check this out. It says Etsy is experiencing payment processing glitch this afternoon. Now remember, this came out January 3rd. Okay, it says this afternoon, hat tip to seller Cindy Lou Wu, or who, _2 on Twitter. One seller said 2 customers out of her 7 orders that were stuck have requested refunds. Although, as another seller pointed out, can't be done until the orders are processed. Okay. It goes on to say here, Etsy reported the issue on its status page at 5:44 p.m. Eastern. The incident report is titled, "We are currently investigating issues with the delays in payment processing. As of writing this, Etsy's latest update at 7 p.m. indicates it is still investigating the issue." Now, for those of you out there who sell Etsy sellers, if you are experiencing any problem like that there, This may pertain to you. You might want to read a little more into it. Okay. And like I said, again, I will do the same thing. I will scroll down and you could read the rest. And also, I forget to mention, if you guys want to leave a comment, you need to log in. Okay, you got to log in and it's required to post comments. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, let's bump out of here. Here's another Etsy story. It says Etsy, this one came out January 3rd, 2020. It says Etsy sellers drawn into packaging delivery scams. Okay, this goes on to say Etsy sellers are wondering if they are unwittingly being drawn into package delivery scams, and it appears, I should say, orders for low-priced items could spell trouble. Our reader sent the link to this thread on the Etsy forum, which is an active hyperlink, by the way, where a seller explained that they became suspicious after receiving 3 orders for inexpensive items where tracking was requested. Then it goes on to say here the seller was contacted by the recipient of one of the items who said they had never ordered it. Okay. Again, I am not a seller on Etsy. This really doesn't pertain to me, but for those of you out there who are Etsy sellers, you may want to look into this here. Okay. Definitely it's something to worth looking into. I wasn't aware of the scams that are going on Etsy. Like I said, I have an active account with them, but I have not been selling with them. Okay, so I really can't expand too much on this topic, but maybe you guys out there are experiencing something like this here, and you may want to look into it. All right, so let's scroll down here, and that is the bottom. All right, and we got 2 more to go. After this one will be 1. Okay, so it goes on in here. This one came out January 4th, 2020. It says how eBay accounts business days for its returns policy. Goes on to say, Dear Ina, and for those who know, Ina Steiner is the one who owns e-commerce bites. Okay. It goes on to say, Dear Ina, I was trying to close out my return because the buyer hadn't sent it back yet. eBay states that the buyer has 5 business days to send a return. Then the seller can call and close the case on the 6th business day. This has been in place for quite some time. But I've learned that's not always the case. And then it goes on to say here, I had a buyer open a return on Saturday, November 16th, due to does not fit. Okay, on Monday, November 25th, I called eBay twice, and I was told that they have until the end of the day, the 6th business day, and the 10th actual day. I said, wait, I thought it was 5 business days. They said if a return is processed on a weekend, then eBay doesn't process the return until Monday, which they don't count Monday as one of the 5 business days. I've been doing this for a long time and haven't heard of this one before. Really ridiculous. Just thought I would share it with other sellers in case they are not aware of this for all of those returns coming this holiday season. And the person's name is Joe. Again, let's scroll down and read some of the comments here. I'm not going to read them all, but maybe you guys might want to. But just remember those active hyperlinks, okay? All right. Last but not least, folks, and as far as this e-commerce bites one, this one here. This one came out January 3rd, 2020, another report of eBay overcharging sales tax. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this here, but this is what's going on. It goes on to say, Dear Ina, I made a sale on eBay today, and the amount of sales tax charged seemed unusually high after calculating it came to 11.5%. I'm not a tax expert, but I've never heard of U.S. sales tax that is that high. So I Googled it, and it turns out that the address I sold has the total sales tax of 9.18%, leaving my buyer an overpaying the tax by 73 cents. Okay, and it goes a little further to say here, as though they weren't enough, as the sellers know, PayPal fees are taking out of the sales tax money. Even the money goes to the eBay, not to the seller. So in addition to my buying and getting overcharged, I paid 0.2%, 2 cents more, or 0.2 more in PayPal fees than I should have. I know it's not a ton of money, but it's this but that kind of thing adds up. Okay, now I've been noticing, really share this with you guys really quick. I've been noticing even on New York, I'm on the East Coast of New York, and I noticed myself, I'll scroll down as I'm talking, that when I've been making sales in the New York area here, and even out of states, it'll say eBay, the taxes were collected by eBay. I don't know if you guys print out your transaction detail. I do. I usually print them off of PayPal, and that's how I keep track of what I owe in taxes, and plus I keep track of my buyers. And I've been noticing that there. I don't know if you guys have. I'm sure you have if you're sellers. Well, sellers are also buyers as well. If you notice that there, but if not, you may want to take note of that there. Like I said again, I print out my transaction detail sheet, and I keep that for my records. And I have noticed that eBay has been collecting the taxes on behalf of the New York State. Well, on certain, well, there are other states that are hopping aboard here, so you're going to probably see more of that. But this is what I've been noticing for the sales tax in New York. So they're collecting the sales tax. I believe it's on our behalf. So as far as like what happens with that money, I thought I heard, don't quote me on this here, I thought I heard that when, like, for example, like I said, eBay's in New York, they will collect the taxes for the New York sales I make, and they will take care of it from there. They'll send it to the proper jurisdiction. That's why I understand it. Could be wrong, but definitely I am not, like I said, I'm not a tax consultant or somebody, like a CPA that could verify this here. But you may want to check with your tax, tax accountant, or CPA, and inquire more about this here. All right, so let's go to the next one over here. Okay, this next window is from Skip McGrath, and let me give you the URL. It's www.skipmcgrath.com. And here on this website here, if you are an Amazon seller, this may be really helpful to you. It's got good resources and tools for this Amazon seller, of course. It's got the Amazon tools here. You have to, click them on, and it's got the wholesale resources, the training products, and you could read some back articles that he has, and you can go to his homepage. You can read a little about his bio and Skip McGrath's websites as well. I highly recommend you check it out. Okay, it's definitely a good website. Skip McGrath, how I came across him is listening to the eBay radio talk show with Lee Mirabal and Griff, and he would come on there as a guest, and he would talk about, at that time he was talking about eBay. I'm not sure, I can't swear to it. I think he was an eBay seller and then he switched over to Amazon, I believe, but don't hold me to that there. I think that's what I thought I read once before in one of his blogs, that he was a seller on eBay and then he switched over to Amazon. Or at least he's doing more selling on Amazon than he is on eBay. But anyway, let's look into this story here. It says why January can be a great month. This was posted on January 1st, 2020. It says, we all think the holiday season is ending December, but you should bulk up your inventory in January for several reasons. And we'll just go over them really quick. It says returns. I'm going to read like some of this here. I don't want to read too much into it, guys. That's why I always give you a URL. You could always pick up where I left off. He talks about returns. Over 70% of the people return at least one gift after the holidays, and at least 22% will return at least 3 gifts. Many of these people are taking Amazon gift cards in lieu of returning the purchase amount to the giver's credit card. All right. Then he's talking about gift cards. I'm just going to skip around really quick, guys. You could read, because I don't want to take too much of your time. Here's Valentine's Day, and there's not really much to read there, but you guys could come back to this and check it out for yourself. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good site. I hit it all the time. And I like to, like I said again, I like to share this information with you guys. So get a chance, check it out, and let me know what you think. If you think it's a good site, it's got the information is very valuable, where it's been of help to you, share it with us. Drop it in a comment below. Okay, and that's the story you're looking for. Why January can be a great month. All right, let's close out this window here. All right, let's talk about this here now. This one here is from thecomicbook.com. It's www.comicbook.com/gaming. And it says Marvel Champions Hero Pack leaked on eBay. The story came out January 6, 2020. It says an eBay listing may have leaked upon upcoming Marvel Champions Hero. Over the weekend, a posting for a Doctor Strange Hero Pack from Marvel Champions went up on eBay. The listing showed off the front and back of a hero pack, which contains pre-built 40-card deck for Doctor Strange, along with 24 new cards that could be added to any deck, and Baron Mordo Nemesis set. And the total set contains 60 cards which matches other hero packs recently sold by Marvel Champions. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into this, guys. Here again, that's why I gave you a URL. If you'd like to check it out, that'd be great. Okay, and you can see some information over here. New PlayStation for dev kit photos, Surface Online. What else they got over here? All right, Super Star Wars nearly released on Sega Genesis. I guess it's good for you guys, you gamers out there, right? All right, I'll scroll down to the bottom. But again, there are active hyperlinks on a lot of these websites, guys, and I really recommend that you go and check them out for yourself, okay? Because, you know, you clicking on a video is okay, but you're going to miss out, and you might miss out on some good information, you know? So I highly recommend that you go there. All right, so we'll scroll down here to the bottom, and then I'm going to bump out of here. I really want to try to keep this as short as possible. I'm going to try. I keep saying that, guys. I apologize, but I am going to try. All right. I think we're almost finished here, guys. All right, that's the bottom of it. So you know the URL, you know the story you're looking for. All right. Okay. This next story here is from, let me give you the URL. It's www.thenewstrace.com/Nike. It says over here, Nike, a former employee, sells new models on eBay. This came out January 5th, 2020. And the story goes on to say, on a regular basis on the forefront of development in sneakers, Nike is experiencing an uncommon leak. A former employee of the company managed to get models certainly not offered on the market out of the factories. Now he has put them on sale on eBay. It says, for a few years, Nike and Adidas have been stopping a merciless battle. If the rivals in the fierce with particularly Asics, Puma, and many others, it is these two producers which dominate the world market on sports activities and action instruments. A battle which at first seemed to be centered on purely sports activity, actions, instruments, lifestyle has developed into the nerve of the battle, and Nike and Adidas intends to profit from this new growth. Okay, there's not really much to read here, guys, but I thought I'd share it with you for you guys out there who sell sneakers or you're into sneakers. I know there are quite a few people out there that do sell sneakers on eBay, and some of them are collectors. They had a story not long ago about this young guy, I think was collecting sneakers, and he had what a phenomenal collection. I'm talking old stuff, new stuff, but this guy had it. It's not, I don't think it's the same guy, but if I ever do find it, I will put it out there. All right. But anyway, this is the story you're going to be looking for, guys, in case you want to check it out for yourself. All right. And you know the URL. Let's bump out of here. Okay. Now, for those of you who are looking to sell on other platforms, I came across this one. Here's another one I came across too. I want to share with you guys. It's this one here. The first one I want to talk about is the Real. And you see it says sell with us. Now, looking into this here, I believe they sell high-end stuff. Okay, I think if you look at their website, I'm not going to get too much into it. Matter of fact, let me give you a URL. It's www.therealreal.com. You can look at their, they got stuff, but it's high. To me, it's like high-end. But for those of us out there, or for people like yourselves who may have high-end stuff, you may want to sell with them. If you click this little button here, it says sell with us. You'll see the little menu, pull-down menu here. Say schedule a free in-person pickup available in 21 cities. Request a free consignment kit. Get started now online, and business sellers. Now, I don't really have. I have clothing I'm selling, but I don't have high-end. I'm not saying they look for it, but you'd have to read more into this here. Some of you may want to check it out. Okay, so without expanding too much on the topic, please check it out if you get a chance, and let me know what you think. And again, the URL is www.therealreal.com. Okay. Here's another one I came across too. For those who like to sell kids stuff, this one here is kidsin.com. Okay, so it's www.kidsin.com, and you can read a little more into this here. Yeah, this is basically just an advertisement here. It says score on style and price. Shop for the brands with thousands of like new items listed daily. Earn cash for kids stuff. Turn your products, you turn your kids' closet into money with selling made easy. And then you got the other one over here. Connect with other moms, support families, and shop from a community of moms. Okay. I gave you the URL, and if you get a chance, check it out, because they do have here where you could shop and you could sell. Okay, create a listing. Okay, and it's got some realware and some other information. Here's where you're going to do your login and sign up. You may want to check into this here, folks. Okay, all right, let's move right along. I think we actually, I believe this is it. This was the last one I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I guess this is the last one, folks. Let me bump out of this screen. Well, that concludes the reseller news for January 7th, 2020. I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. And if you did like this video and the videos, please give it a thumbs up. And I just want to say in closing, thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. And if you are a first-time visitor, welcome to my channel. I hope you come back for more, and I hope you do get a takeaway from it. And if there is anything you want to hear me talk about, discuss, eBay related, or anything to deal with e-commerce, please drop it in the comment below. I'd be more than happy to accommodate your questions and your concerns. Thanks again. My name is Rich Pasini. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye for now.